The world is quiet tonight, quieter than it has been in a long time. Even the air feels like it is waiting for something, holding a secret it cannot yet speak. You can feel it too, can't you? That stillness, that weightless pause that makes your heart beat just a little slower, as if the universe itself is inhaling with you. There's a rhythm in the silence, an unseen orbit moving around you, and if you close your eyes for just a moment, you can sense it, the pull of everything you've ever wanted circling closer. Tonight isn't like other nights. This is the night the sky watches back, the night when the unseen design begins to show itself, when every dream you've whispered under your breath finally begins to turn its face toward you. The Aquarius Supermoon rises slowly, not rushing to reveal itself, because revelation doesn't need speed, it needs readiness. And you, without realizing it, have been getting ready for a long time. Every moment of doubt, every delay, every strange coincidence was part of an orbit aligning for this single night. You felt lost before, haven't you? You've wondered if what you were asking for was ever meant for you. But the truth is simpler and deeper. Nothing meant for you has ever been gone, it has only been waiting for this exact breath in time. You are not late. You are perfectly on schedule with the stars. Feel the air around you. It is charged, alive, humming with invisible geometry. The supermoon carries the energy of Aquarius, air, vision, and awakening, and as it ascends, it begins to breathe new light into forgotten corners of your mind. Every inhale tonight is a summoning, every exhale a release. Somewhere between those breaths, destiny rearranges itself. You may not see it, but your soul does. You can sense the pull of things once beyond reach beginning to move nearer. Have your dreams been moving too, even while you thought they were lost? The truth is, they never stopped. The orbit never ended. Everything you've ever dreamed of has been revolving around your belief, waiting for you to remember its gravity. And now, as the moon lifts itself fully above the horizon, that remembering begins. The air itself feels like an ancient language, whispering your name back to you. The night invites you to breathe in deeper, to listen beyond sound. Every gust of wind tonight is more than wind. It's thought in motion, consciousness traveling through space. What if the universe has been inhaling with you all along, waiting for you to finally exhale in alignment? Feel that thought sink into you. This is not imagination. This is the moment before awakening, the breath before the moon fully opens its light. There's a strange clarity that comes now. Thoughts sharpen, emotions soften, and somewhere between those two, a space opens. That is where the shift begins. The Aquarius energy cleanses confusion. It wants you to see clearly. Not through your eyes, but through the mirror of your own awareness. You might begin to notice how the night feels intelligent, how every flicker, every breeze, carries meaning. It's as if the air itself remembers something you forgot long ago. This is when the air remembers, when the world starts to hum with recognition. Thoughts you abandoned begin to surface like birds returning home after a long migration. You might feel your heartbeat syncing with a rhythm you didn't know existed. That's not coincidence. That's resonance. The universe is echoing back the frequency you're finally steady enough to hold. For the first time, your dreams and your readiness share the same vibration. Close your eyes and listen. Can you hear the sound behind the wind? That subtle hum is creation answering. If your mind is the wind, then who has been listening to your breeze? It has always been the universe. Every sigh, every hope, every word you whispered into the night has been heard. Tonight, the receiver and the sender become one. The Aquarius moon amplifies communication, between heart and cosmos, between dreamer and dream. What you think now carries weight. What you feel now ripples through the stars. And as that light expands, it reaches the water, the mirror of the sky. The reflection shivers, and something stirs beneath its surface. This is the moment when air meets emotion, when thought meets feeling, when clarity touches the deep. The water begins to respond, forming patterns of silver light. This is the moon speaking in the language of reflection. It reminds you that your inner world shapes the outer one, that the sky and the sea have always been two halves of the same consciousness. You are both, the thought above and the emotion below. Together, they form the bridge of manifestation. Look at the reflection of the moon on the water. It trembles, but it never breaks. That's you. Even through years of change, your core light has never disappeared. It only waited for alignment. Now the ripples begin to calm, and you realize that emotion is not weakness. It's water responding to light. Every tear you've shed was never wasted. How many of your tears were actually messages sent back to the stars? You start to see it now. The pattern, the design, the way every longing, every ache was a form of communication. You have been in conversation with the divine your entire life, and tonight, the reply arrives. The signals in the water grow brighter. You can almost feel them pulsing under your skin. It's as if your own body remembers something older than itself, some contract made long before birth. The air and water begin to merge, mind and feeling no longer at war. The sky is not above you anymore. It is inside you, alive, resonating, whispering in a frequency your cells understand. This is the first step of alignment, the realization that everything outside was only ever a reflection of what was preparing inside. Breathe again. Feel how the wind moves differently now, how the night carries a quiet electricity that wasn't there before. It's not imagination, it's synchronization. The dream has found your signal. You are in conversation with destiny. Let that awareness settle in your bones. The energy rises higher now, like tides following the moon. You can sense that something vast is approaching, not something new, but something that has always been coming closer, orbit after orbit, moment after moment. Tonight, it will finally meet you halfway. But before it does, there is one more breath, one more pause in the rhythm. The stillness before convergence. The air trembles, the water glows, and within that luminous tension, the story of your life begins to rearrange itself. The universe is aligning the coordinates of your becoming. Everything is moving toward one point. You can feel it, the soft pull, the magnetic anticipation of everything you've ever dreamed of drawing near. And as the moon reaches its highest breath of light, the night whispers through you, not to you, it's time. The light grows thicker now, not in brightness but in presence, as if the moonlight has turned into something tangible, like breath, like thought, like the soft pulse of realization finding its form. You can feel it against your skin, a warmth that isn't from the sun but from understanding itself beginning to awaken inside you. Every cell in your body seems to hum with the same rhythm as the sky. This is where the long dream returns. You've felt this before, haven't you? That strange déjà vu, that moment when something entirely new feels ancient, like you've lived it in another form, another life, another orbit. The dreams that once drifted away now return with quiet familiarity, not rushing, not demanding, simply re-entering your awareness as if they never left. This is the return of the long dream, the one you tucked away when life demanded practicality, when you convinced yourself to stop hoping for things that seemed impossible. But dreams don't die. They sleep. They fold themselves gently within you until the vibration of the universe matches their heartbeat again. And tonight it finally does. You begin to realize that every delay was design, every silence was preparation. The timing was not punishment, it was perfection. You were being shaped into the frequency that could hold what you asked for. What if your dream didn't leave? What if it was waiting for the version of you that could sustain it without losing yourself? You see it now, don't you? The pieces fit. The person you've become carries the patience, the wisdom, the depth that the old you could not yet hold. The supermoon doesn't just illuminate the world, it illuminates you, showing what was hidden beneath the weight of years. There's something sacred about that recognition, to realize that even your mistakes were part of the choreography. Everything that hurt you, every night that made you question your path, was still movement, just not in a straight line. You were spiraling toward alignment. And now, as the moon glows in its full power, that spiral becomes a circle, the eternal symbol of completion. Between thought and light, there is a narrow bridge. You are standing on it now. You are halfway between what you imagined and what is about to become real. You can sense the energy thickening, weaving itself into form. You no longer need to chase the dream, because it's already woven into your being. The universe isn't outside anymore. It's speaking from within your own awareness. Each thought you hold tonight is a thread in the fabric of reality. Every emotion you allow becomes light that shapes your path. This is the moment between thought and light, the holy in-between where creation pauses to see if you are ready to receive what it's been forming for you. Feel it, the stillness that isn't empty, but waiting, charged with unseen geometry. When you open your heart here, you become the bridge itself. The boundaries between the imagined and the real begin to fade. Everything you once labeled as impossible starts to rearrange itself under this frequency. Your breath slows. The silence becomes full. Somewhere deep inside, a voice you almost recognize whispers, "Can you feel the air rearranging around your belief?" The moment you do, something shifts. The old doubts lose gravity. They begin to drift away like dust in moonlight. You can feel a gentle current drawing you forward, not pulling you but inviting you. This is the pull of the invisible thread, the sacred current that connects all things. You have always been attached to your destiny by this unseen filament of energy. It's what led you through detours, through heartbreak, through nights of not knowing. The thread never broke. You simply stopped feeling it when you let fear grow louder than trust. But tonight, under this alignment, the thread glows again. You feel it tug gently at the core of your being, like a hand reaching out through the dark. Every coincidence you've ever noticed, every moment that felt guided, every meeting that arrived at the perfect time, they were all the same hand, the same thread, weaving your path. The constellations above shift almost imperceptibly, but your inner eye sees it. Lines of light forming patterns, not random anymore, but precise. They tell a story. The people who entered your life and left were stars in transit, each leaving a trace, each adding to the constellation that now outlines your destiny. You can feel everything converging now. Emotions, memories, choices, all folding into one perfect alignment. This is what destiny feels like before it becomes visible. A deep stillness, an ache that is not pain but readiness. You no longer feel separate from the night. You are part of its breathing. You are both dreamer and dream, both question and answer. You can sense it coming closer, the moment of alignment. It is not something you can chase, only something you can allow. It arrives not when you demand, but when you are silent enough to hear its approach. The moon seems to grow larger, filling the sky like an ancient eye opening fully for the first time. Its light spills across oceans, rooftops, faces, and finds yours. The invisible thread vibrates now, humming through you, connecting heart, mind, and horizon into one single rhythm. Everything you've ever wanted stands just beyond the next heartbeat. But don't rush. Alignment is not an event, it's a remembering. You are being remembered by the universe as much as you are remembering it. Every step you've taken has been recorded in the fabric of time, and tonight, that fabric smooths itself, pulling together every loose edge into perfect design. You feel it, the magnetic pulse, the calm certainty, the unexplainable peace that always comes before revelation. You realize now, nothing was ever random. Every orbit was necessary. Every pause was sacred. And as the light reaches its brightest moment, something happens, not outside, but within. The space between thought and light collapses, and you feel yourself fall gently into the rhythm of the universe itself. This is it. The moment the dream and the dreamer finally breathe together. The stars above seem to bow, the air stills, and all that remains is that soft, undeniable knowing, everything you've dreamed is no longer approaching. It has arrived. The light no longer feels separate from you. It moves through you like memory, like recognition, as if it has finally found its way home. You can feel the pulse of it beneath your skin, not burning, not blinding, but perfectly attuned to your rhythm. The moment of alignment is not thunderous, it's sacredly quiet. It's the kind of stillness that feels alive, as though silence itself has a heartbeat. The world around you softens, every outline seems clearer, every sound gentler, as though reality has adjusted itself to your frequency. This is the shimmer of realization. Not the kind that explodes, but the kind that unfolds. The supermoon above is now at its peak, its reflection trembling across the water like living silver. You realize the moon isn't watching you, it's mirroring you. Every light it casts is an echo of your own becoming. You stand beneath it, not as a seeker, but as a reflection of what was sought. Can you feel it? The air thick with divinity, the still hum of the stars, the vibration that says, "It has always been you." When the universe finally aligns with your dream, who moves first, you or the stars? The answer arrives wordlessly. There is no separation between movement and stillness, between choice and destiny. You move together, one breath, one consciousness, one luminous motion through time. This is alignment, not something that happens to you, but something that happens through you. You are not receiving light, you are revealing it. Every thought you've ever sent upward returns tonight, wrapped in understanding. You are the constellation and the space between stars. You are the silence and the sound that breaks it. And as that truth settles in your chest, the world exhales with you. The tension dissolves. What remains is shimmering silence, a golden quiet that holds everything. It is the peace after revelation, the calm after arrival. You stand there, breathing in this new air, feeling the echo of every prayer you've ever spoken ripple through your body. The alignment has already happened. You're living in its afterglow now. Everything feels strangely delicate, as if even your smallest movement could ripple through galaxies. And maybe it does. The shimmering silence is not empty. It's full of listening. The universe is still tuned to your frequency, waiting to see what you will think next, what emotion you'll choose to sustain. It listens because you've become a co-creator in this vast design. You understand now that every thought is architecture, every emotion a color, every action a vibration painting across time. You begin to move gently, aware that even your stillness creates resonance. You realize that alignment doesn't end in explosion, it ends in awareness. You are aware of everything, the hum of the wind, the subtle shimmer of the water, the pulse of your own heart in perfect sync with the moon above. You are aware that your presence itself has become sacred ground. You no longer need to ask if your dreams will come true, because they already are. You are living inside their realization. The glow begins to soften. The edges of light blur slightly as if the universe is sighing in contentment. What remains after the glow is something quieter, deeper, truth. You begin to notice how ordinary things look extraordinary now. The trees sway with grace, the sky feels infinite, and even the shadows have meaning. The narrator within your soul whispers, "This is what happens when you see through aligned eyes." The world doesn't change, you do, and through you, everything reflects differently. You can feel your energy anchoring now, grounding into the earth, finding new balance. The alignment wasn't meant to keep you floating, it was meant to root heaven into human form. That's what remains after the glow, integration. The awareness that you are both the infinite and the finite, the star and the soil, the light and the vessel. The golden hum beneath the silence tells you that the work is not over, it's simply transformed. Now you carry the alignment within you, and every breath you take is an act of creation. You begin to feel gratitude rise from deep within, not as a thought but as a frequency, a warmth that expands outward. Gratitude becomes your new gravity. You start to understand that what you attract next will not come from desire but from peace. You've stepped into resonance, not pursuit. This is what destiny feels like when it becomes familiar. It no longer chases, it harmonizes. The moon begins to descend slightly, painting silver lines across the water. You can almost hear its voice, not in sound but in vibration. Carry this light gently. Don't rush to define it. Don't try to hold it too tightly. Let it move through you like breath, and let every step become its echo. The air cools a little, and you realize the night is slowly turning toward morning. Yet something within you knows that even when the moon sets, the alignment remains. It's not tied to the sky, it's anchored in your awareness. Every thought you think from this moment forward will carry a new frequency, lighter, truer, freer. You have become the harmony you once searched for. As the shimmer fades into deeper tones of blue, the world feels reborn. You sense a different kind of gravity now, softer, wiser, more compassionate. It's the gravity of a heart that no longer needs to chase anything because it finally understands that everything moves toward love by nature. That's the new law of your being. The heart's new gravity begins to pull gently inward, not to confine but to balance. You are no longer a satellite wandering space. You are a sun with your own orbit. Everything that belongs to you moves naturally within your field. Nothing forced, nothing delayed, everything in rhythm. Can you feel that? The quiet certainty that what's meant for you will always know how to return? That is alignment turned into embodiment. You walk now beneath the silver sky, not asking questions but radiating answers. The silence speaks for you. The stars seem to pulse in recognition, and the earth beneath your feet hums like a companion who understands. This is what it feels like when you no longer chase miracles, when you realize you are one. The heart's new gravity holds you steady, centered, awake. You know the path isn't ending here, it's expanding. But before it unfolds, the universe gives one final pause, a gift of pure stillness. You stop walking, the world around you slows, and everything rests in one shared heartbeat. It's not an ending, it's the infinite pause, the breath the universe takes before it begins again through you. The infinite pause stretches beyond time itself. It isn't stillness, it's a sacred suspension, a moment between heartbeats where creation waits to hear your next whisper. In that space, everything listens, the stars, the wind, even the ground beneath your feet. You realize that this pause is not emptiness, it's pure potential. It's the womb of the cosmos, holding within it every reality that could ever exist. The air feels thick with possibilities, each one vibrating softly like strings of light. You can almost hear them, songs that haven't been sung yet, futures that haven't been lived yet, dreams that are still gathering their shape in the unseen. The silence is alive, and you are standing in the center of it. Then something shifts. Not outside, but within. You feel the pulse of your own existence merging with the universe's rhythm. You are no longer the observer, you are the motion itself. You feel your breath becoming the wind, your heartbeat echoing through the stars, your energy intertwining with the pulse of everything. This is the infinite pause turning into creation. It's not loud, not dramatic, but deeply intimate. You realize you are speaking to the universe without words. Every feeling, every subtle vibration of your being is communication. The universe doesn't respond to language. It responds to energy, to frequency, to truth. And right now, your frequency is pure. No fear, no lack, no doubt. Just clarity, gratitude, and love. That's the moment destiny begins to crystallize. In the shimmer of that silent dialogue, you feel the air around you bend. Reality rearranges itself, quietly aligning with what your soul already decided long before time began. You see flashes of light weaving through your vision, memories from the future, glimpses of paths you're about to walk, faces you'll meet, dreams you'll hold. It's all here, converging in one eternal second. The supermoon above begins to dim slightly, but instead of fading, it seems to pour its light into you. The transfer is complete. What was once above is now within. You are carrying lunar consciousness, the reflective wisdom of the heavens itself. You feel your awareness expand beyond the limits of self. You see how everything has always been connected. Every heartbreak was an initiation, every delay a divine calibration, every silence a teaching. You no longer fight the pattern, you trust it. You understand now that alignment was never about control. It was about surrender, a holy letting go that reveals the intelligence behind everything. The infinite pause ends not with a sound, but with a deep knowing. A knowing that says, you are ready. You can feel the dawn approaching behind the horizon, slow and golden. The air begins to change, the stars soften, the wind carries warmth, and the night's mysteries begin to dissolve into gentle understanding. You realize that this new day is not ordinary. It's the first morning of your new frequency, the first sunrise after awakening. You begin to walk forward, each step deliberate, each movement aligned with an unseen rhythm that feels older than time. You don't rush, the pace is sacred. You move as if you are walking through light itself, because you are. The horizon glows with amber and gold, and as the first ray of sunlight touches your skin, you feel the universe exhale through you. The moon lingers faintly behind you, no longer guiding, but watching proudly, like a teacher whose student has finally remembered their power. The night of alignment becomes the morning of embodiment. You look at your hands and they no longer feel ordinary. They hum with divine voltage, carrying the creative force of stars. You understand that from this point forward, every word you speak, every thought you nurture, every emotion you allow, will ripple across reality like sound through water. You have become the instrument of creation. You smile, not out of pride, but reverence. You whisper softly into the new dawn, "I remember who I am." And the universe, through the quiet morning wind, whispers back, "Welcome home." You close your eyes for a moment, and when you open them, everything feels clearer. The colors are richer, the air is lighter, even your heartbeat feels in sync with something infinite. You realize that the supermoon was never about external magic. It was a mirror showing you your own power. The shift wasn't happening above, it was unfolding within. The energies that once felt cosmic now feel personal. The stars are no longer distant, they live in your chest, flickering with every inhale. This realization is your rebirth. You stand at the edge of a new beginning, not as someone waiting for signs, but as someone who has become one. You are the sign, the signal, the frequency of awakening walking in human form. The path ahead no longer intimidates you, because you finally see that it's not ahead at all, it's emanating from you. Every choice you make will now shape the light you walk through. You are no longer asking the universe to guide you, you are co-directing it, co-dreaming it. This is sovereignty, not control, but communion. You lift your head and feel the gentle warmth of sunlight on your face. You whisper a silent promise to this new reality, to walk gently, to create consciously, to love without resistance. And in that moment, everything around you vibrates in agreement. The trees shimmer, the birds sing a little louder, the air glows with invisible currents of blessing. The universe acknowledges your vow. You feel a profound peace settle into your bones, deeper than any silence before. It's the peace of knowing you are where you belong, not by chance, but by alignment. The night that flipped your destiny has ended, but its truth will echo through every sunrise that follows. You turn once more toward the horizon, and for a moment, you see both the fading moon and the rising sun, symbols of what you've transcended and what you've become. Darkness and light, reflection and radiance, mystery and manifestation, all coexisting within you. That is the final revelation of the supermoon. Duality was never meant to divide you. It was meant to show you the fullness of who you are. You take a deep breath, grounding the entire cosmic symphony into your human heartbeat. The new dawn expands before you, endless, radiant, alive. And as you step into it, one truth resounds through the fabric of your being. You were never waiting for the shift. You are the shift,